Shaking MP.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Julius Randle.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Jay in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
First team foul.
Here's Randle. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Has to go Gobert. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Here's Mitchell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Jay. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Randle. Now here's Conley. Randle surveying the D. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Randall. The tray. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
Here's Jay. We saw him with 29 points last game. A three-pointer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Alexander Walker passes to Randall. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
And his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient. Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Pass to Jay. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jay's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Cleveland. Timberwolves trail by 5. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Minnesota making some changes. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Randall, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dillingham. Here's Jay. He's got 6. Sinks the triple. Jay's got 9 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Reed. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Jay. He's got 9. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert comes in for Joe Ingles. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So on the floor for Cleveland. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Jay out there with Garland. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Now, here's Reed. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here is DiVincenzo. After the three-pointer from Jay, no one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Mobley a screen on Edwards. And the basket by Jay.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He added 29 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. It was a memorable moment for him, and I'm sure he thinks he can repeat that effort more consistently from here on out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
You throw good, Mobley. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? It looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Here's Jay. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And another miss by Cleveland. Conley against Garland. Pass to Randall. The three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. Defended by Alexander Walker. Trains the three-pointer.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Outside Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Allen a screen on Edwards. They get it again. Allen the bounce pass. Here's Jay. 18 points for him. Drops in the tray. 9 seconds left here in the second. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that does it for the first half of play. Cleveland ahead, up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
These are return tickets from the court. And get ready for the finish on courtside.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Alexander Walker into the 3 slot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Cleveland leading by 12. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Conley. 3-pointer. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Randall outside. That shot off. Good D by Mobley. Allen outside. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Fires the 3. And down it goes. 3-pointer falls in from Jay. Jay's got 24. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Timberwolves trail by 14, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Jay, and it's Jerome in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Connects from 3-point range.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Jay. Mobley, a screen on McDaniel. No one covering. 27 points for Jay.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
To the inside. It's Miller on the wing. 3-pointer. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now, here's Ingles. Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a 3, and there's a foul called on Naz Reid. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dozier's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 14. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Jay off target from 3-point range. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Jay. Allen, a screen on DiVincenzo. Connects Once again from distance, buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Now, Reed, after the missed three from Jay.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Jay. Mobley is screen. And he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Jay. Jay's got 12 points in just the second half. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And Cleveland also making a change. Garland, he's checked in for Ty Jerome. Randall outside. Mitchell against Edwards. Will it go? Hands it from downtown. Edwards got 21 in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Jay. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Jay's got 36.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge.
Good teams win games like these.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "chat" along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concerns immediately. And we've got something special in store for you during our next update. Everyone, we'll get a...
Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You take a look at Phoenix. Boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've really been floundering so far. I mean, I think everyone is really surprised at what a struggle it's been.
You hit it on the head. And they have a bunch of individual pieces that simply don't fit together. And it's led to a hugely disappointing season.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got Bradley Beal. Kevin Durant is out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Jones in at the 1. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Jay in at the small forward position. You know, Grant, it's an honor to be here on Martin Luther King Day in the NBA.
You know, B.A., you're so spot on. I mean, so much time has passed since the 1960s. But Dr. King's efforts ring as true today as they did then. I think he'd be proud of the power that players have in this league right now.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
That's about assertiveness. That's about Evan Mobley going at anyone in his path.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Booker against Mitchell. Fires from deep. And Booker hits from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Mobley passes to Jay. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Here's Jay. Last game out, 36. Good! Another from 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Now here's Jones in his last outing with 12 points. Here's Booker. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Booker's got 5 now.
Someone who utilizes that mid-range part of the floor to extreme efficiency, Devin Booker.
Here's Jay. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Durant against Mobley. Back to Booker. Clock at 6. Over Mitchell. Mobley grabs the board.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And that one's good. Donovan Mitchell for 3.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Niang, he's checked in for Allen. Wade comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Darius Garland. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Jones. Now here's O'Neal in his last outing with 12 points. Going inside. Pass to Durant. Basket's good.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And so Morris will bring it up for Phoenix. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then there's Isaac Okoro. And it's Jay in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second.
Oh, don't you love the confidence Yusuf Nurkic has? Normally, guys, he's setting a screen or trying to open teammates. This time it's a little catch and shoot.
From deep, Mobley. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The Suns lead by 3. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Here's Jay after the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Mobley is screen on Allen. Jay. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Allen pass to O'Neal. Misses from short range. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Jerome passes to Mobley. Here's Jay. Just 5 on the clock. Mobley is screen on Allen. And that one's good. Jay's got 6 points.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Pass to Allen. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Knocks down the long Jay. 10 points for him.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Morris outside. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from 14. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
And that one's good. Jay.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had 36 points and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
They get it back. It's Booker on the wing. Takes a three. Okogie's shot is off. Cavaliers trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Allen. Nice D from Durant.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. 50 seconds left in the first half of this one. And that one's good. Jay.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
From in deep. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Cleveland has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. That puts him in the lead. Jay's got 17.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Booker for 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Mitchell, the pass to Jay. Mobley, a screen on Nurkic. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland on top, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about, most don't.
And next up, let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who seem pretty well matched in their game.
They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys, this is how tough defense can be. It's locked in.
Their ability to get stops, that's been the difference. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Devin Booker. Kevin Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point. Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Booker can't get it to go. Cleveland has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to connect again from distance.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Beal with a screen on Mitchell. Booker, pass to Beal. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
And that's what I liked about Devin Booker, the two-man game. This guy doesn't force anything. He always makes the right basketball play.
And again for 3.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
Here's Jay. Give him 23 for 3. Doesn't go that time. Durant, pass to Plumlee. Now Jones. From downtown. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Cleveland leading by 3. To the middle. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Jones finds Durant. Back to Jones. Screen by Durant. Shoots. And the Suns miss again. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Jay. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Off the mark there with a 3. Suns trail by 5. We'll grant the Suns were swept in the first round last year. Are super teams a thing of the past, you think?
You know, perhaps, B.A. The Suns had KD, Booker, and Bradley Beal, but the constraints of the salary cap mean you end up a little top-heavy. The rest of the roster was tough for them to fill out.
Beal gets the bucket.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Suns making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Bradley Beal.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look.
Completely new group for the Cavaliers. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Plumlee. O'Neal comes in for Durant. Okogie's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Allen. Hits a three-pointer.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Jay in a 2-guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Jay from outside, off the mark. The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Okogie, the pass to Jones. Outside Booker, shoots over Mobley. Booker can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
Evan Mobley is truly a coach's dream. You get the substance and the style. You get the effort and the skill. And this all from a skinny 7-footer. Boy, his frame's going to fill out and the game becomes more dangerous.
A different look for Phoenix. Plumlee's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Beal in for Okogie.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Plumlee finds Beal. Counted from distance.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
Here's Jay. Cleveland again missing. Beal right side. Outside Booker to take the lead. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 now. Mobley passes to Jay. Allen with a screen on Booker. Offensive rebound. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Outside Jones. Back to Booker. Pass to Beal. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Booker with it. Covered by Mobley. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Booker against Garland. Tries the 9-footer. That one's wide left.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
And love the aggressiveness from Mobley, commanding the defense's attention there.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Jay, 6 to shoot. Allen with a screen on Beal. And that one's good. Jay.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the shot goes down.
Oh, the elite competitor that Devin Booker is. Big moment to be had. Yes, it's his time.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. Allen a screen. Fires the 3. And it's Jay missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Booker, the pass to Jones. Back to Booker.
That's a big-time send back by Evan Mobley. That length is real, folks. Look out.
And that's an intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both. So Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Beal finds Durant. Beal with it. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making the most of his trip to the line and helping them extend their lead.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. They're behind by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Here's Booker. Jones from outside. Mobley grabs the board. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the...
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends.
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
Right near the glass. I got the $20. You? $25. $5 difference. That's ice cold. I had no idea.
Go out with the coop. You go into the run, eat your tablet, eat your food, drink your water, play some toys.
What's up for dinner tonight?
I might take home one of the chicken strips from here. I don't know. I was thinking.
Won't those get soggy?
I got an air fryer. Crisp them right up.
No, that's a good idea. I might have to do that myself.
Right? Right? Isn't that what I said? Are there any players with NBA experience who are hot and cheap like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Started spreadsheet beforehand to start with. Really? At least 3. How's your doing? Yeah, he's good. Just got out of that puppy
Yo.
stage, so it's nice to have him be a little more chill around town. I remember my dog was at that stage.
Good job, MP. I see. Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
Thinking about letting the kids play the He's good. Just got out like puppy stage, so it's nice to get out
Fans live for games like this one.
Don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway.
Tickets are still available for the next game. Purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for available games or sign up for season tickets.
Alright, Rockets fans, you don't want to miss that. Our very next home game. Bring your friends and family. Everyone to attend or see their very own One City Dexter's calendar.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, the Clutch, and the Rocket Power Dancers.
Rockets Mascot T-shirt Day will be here before you know it. Make sure you have it. At center, 6'10", number 28.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from... Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Jay in at the 3. And for the Rockets, the forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the report is much more in depth than it ever has been. And with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
Here's Jay, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. To the middle, it's taken away by Smith. Outside, Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Brooks outside. From outside the arc, Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. Jay the pass to Mobley. Here's Jay. Mobley a screen on Green. And the basket by Jay.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the paint, here's Brooks. Missed inside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, Clark, the Rockets have done a good job building a young foundation to this roster.
Yeah, I like what they've done, Kevin. They made big strides last season, and it's a team that's really growing up right in front of our eyes, and there's no reason that they can't continue the trend they're on. You can never question Brooks in regards to his willingness to work. He gives it to you every time he's out there. He gives you his all.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And so here is Houston. The Cavaliers making the shot. Fires the three. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Suns was tremendous. He finished with 30 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And that game had his name written all over it. Kevin, we'll see if he can come through in a big way again tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Now, here's Mobley. Good work defensively by Smith.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
It's Brooks on the wing. They double him with Mitchell. Van Vliet finds Green. No good on the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jay misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. The Cavaliers trail by 10 on the court for Cleveland. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then there's Jay. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Jerome in at the point. Here's Green. And that one, good. Green's got 9 points.
A nice decision from Green that time, showing you the savvy to go to the floater there.
Here's Jay. 8 points for him. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now, here's Green. His last outing, he had 18 points. Inside, stolen by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Jay. Off target with his 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Jay. 11 points in the game. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 14.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Pass to Jerome. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Allen. Mobley outside for the 3. Landale grabs the miss. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Green taking his time here. Back to Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
There's Van Fleet. Jared Allen making his last shot. Down low. And Green slams it in.
Green is a made bucket getter, and his number has been called all night, and he has delivered.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Now, here's Garland. He has yet to score. Mobley a screen. Jay. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good. Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Jay misses. Houston leading by 9, and it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Van Fleet. In the corner, Şengün with it. No good on the triple.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because
so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this.
33.
Hello, everyone. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Rockets.
When you take care of the boards, you...
Thanks for spending half...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Şengün with a screen on Mitchell. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Jay. 23 points in the game. Allen, a screen on Smith. And the basket by Jay.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Houston in the lead. Outside, Green. Now, Şengün. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Pass to Smith. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got himself going there, his first points of the game in the deep ball. But Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Here's Şengün, and Şengün throws it down.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. They can feel you.
Allen, a screen on Brooks. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Jay. Jay's got 9 points now in the quarter. And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Wade, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Eason's shot is good.
Dropping an absolute dime. It's really Van Vliet's specialty. He loves sharing the sugar.
Mobley is screened. Jay trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Green's got 21.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
Mobley is screen on Eason. Jay misses. Rockets leading by 6. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Eason gets a wide open look. And the three off target. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Jay misses. Van Vliet passes to Smith. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Takes it from 10. Count that one from Mobley. Mobley's got 6 in the quarter.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside, he knows these are shots he can make consistently.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's called Rockets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Jay in at the 3 spot. 4 on the clock. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 25 points.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
With the fadeaway. Landale grabs the miss. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Van Vliet against Garland. The offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Jay, the pass to Garland. Screen by Allen. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Timeout called. Rockets.
Started.
So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Jock Landale. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Amen Thompson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet sets the pick for Smith. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland left side. Allen a screen on Şengün. Jay the pass to Allen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Here's Brooks. Jay with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Garland, no good. Houston leading by 3. On the wing, Green. Back to Smith. Here's Van Vliet. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Jay to tie it up. That shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Smith. And here is Şengün. Covered by Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession game now.
Jay, the Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Van Vliet, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Because he's so sharp, Van Vliet can be a very tough guy to defend.
Jerome, he's checked in for Garland. And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Jerome passes to Jay. A 3-ball. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped. Van Vliet knows his team needs him to deliver much in the clutch. So all he does is dial up that intensity.
Jay, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt. He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Jerome. Pass to Jay. To take the lead. Can't knock in the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston.
Pulling it out to the other. What a show they put on here at home. on going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Be careful. These fans boo Santa, and you ain't no Santa.